what happens in the really tough time in the O session where the knees are hurting, or in the ZZ when it gets really hard, is that we have to just finally primally confront and become what's happening. We just have to like give up and become it. And when we do that, somehow I've kind of I met it. I had to meet it. Like I didn't have any choice. And then I met it. And then things opened. Like so our system, our mind, our being, it starts to see like, and that might take like, it might be like this internal like super intensity required to do that. This is called shikari, grasping with all your might. So I have to totally become that. And that requires a type of inner intensity that most of us don't quite really have very good facility with. We're not good with that at first. And so requires this intensity for us to finally confront and become what's happening. And that's part of why the ZZ is good, because it like, you know, you can't escape. And so there you are, you got to do it. And there you, I've got to confront it. And but what it does then is it shows us like, oh, if I if I become what's happening, it'll start to get in there. Like if I become what's happening totally, then like I can do that all the time. And I can do that like in the garden looking at the flower. I can become the flower. I can become what's happening. And this it'll start to open up. So my whole being will start to open up. I'll meet the situation. And so the hard training often is a way for us to get that inner ability in to be able to work with it. Oh, I I couldn't even feel that before, but I something woke up within that, and then I started to see like that's possible. And so then what I would recommend is after like this type of thing, go out and walk and look at the flowers and like seek like, is there some transference that's happening? Is there something that's happening here from my practice that makes sense for me? Like, oh, that's this, I can feel that. I don't know what's going on, but I look at that flower and my whole body drops, or my whole body opens up, or the trees, or whatever. So just look at how it starts to invade more of our, or the subway, whatever, how it invades our process. And it will and we'll start to go, okay, I've got some traction with this. I can work with this. And even though I feel like some kind of pirate, you know what I mean? I'm just like off on my own doing this. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I'm connecting with what's happening. And then the beautiful things happen. Like I'll be with someone and I'll say, wow, I can, just like I can do with the flower, I can do that with that person. Like I can totally become it, and my whole being opens up, and I'm with them, and I can feel them. I can feel them as me, and just like I can feel the flower as I can't tell the difference. That'll start to happen more naturally as this cellular, um, uh, our cells start to get more and more confident, more and more faith in letting that happen. But it's hard. It's really hard. Um, and nobody's talking about this. So that's why I'm sharing this stuff.